Hello everyone, welcome to my new video. In this video I'm gonna show you how to create this in After Effects. Let's start. Okay guys, welcome back. I will add the vector link and project file link in my description below. You can check it from there. So first let's double click to our first scene and let's select these layers, press Ctrl X and come to our product composition and press Ctrl V. Okay, so first let's create a page animation. So let's select this page and press S. Let's make a scale keyframe and let's uncheck here and change it to 0. And go to 10 keyframe. Let's make it 110 and go one more time. Let's make it 95 and the last one, let's make it 100. Now select keyframes and make them easy. And let's select the keyframes, hold out, let's move them to the left a little bit, let's see. Okay, it's kinda fast, so select keyframes and hold out, let's move them a little bit to the right. Nice. Also, let's do the same for the product. So select these keyframes, press Ctrl C and select the product. Let's press Ctrl V. Let's press U so we can see the keyframes. Let's see the timings. Okay, nice. Also, let's go to here somewhere. Okay, this is good. And select this circle one, press T. Let's make an opacity keyframe and change opacity to 0 and go to 10 keyframe. Let's make it 80 and go one more time. Let's make it 40 and go one more time. Let's make it 100. Select keyframes. Let's make them easy, or you can press F9 for that. And hold out. Let's move them to the left as well. Let's see. Okay, select these keyframes, press Ctrl C, and let's paste for remaining circles. Let's do it like this. Let's see. Okay, nice. And select this line as well. Let's select this scale keyframes, press Ctrl C, and let's see the timing. Okay, and let's paste to here. Press U, and let's do it randomly for the other lines, like this. Let's see. Nice. And for these rectangles, I'm gonna use Animation Composer 3. So let's select these rectangles and go to Window and Animation Composer 3. Also, if you don't have Animation Composer 3, you can check my description below. I have a video how to get it. And from Animation Composer 3, go to Starter Presets and let's open Transitions to the layer and let's use Overshot Scale from Anchor Point. Let's press to in and let's close this window. Now let's go to here and let's move one to here and another one like this. Let's see them. Also, let's go to here and press T for the arrows. Let's make an opacity keyframe. Let's make it 0 and go to here. Let's make it 100. Select keyframes and make them easy. Let's see. Nice. Let's make a scale keyframe for the button as well. Let's go to here somewhere. Okay, and press S. Let's make a scale keyframe and uncheck here. Let's make it 0 and go to 10 keyframe. Let's make it 100. Select keyframes, make them easy and hold out. Let's move it a little bit to the right and go to graph editor. Let's zoom the graph and select this part. Let's move it like this and this one as well. And then select here. Let's move them right as well. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, nice. And then go to type tool. Let's type a by now and select the text. Let's use the black color and click OK and go to font. Let's change the font and let's change the size of the text and then go to selection tool and let's move it to here. Let's change the size a little bit more. Maybe we can change the font again because this one is kinda bold. Okay, this one is good. I'm gonna use this one. Now let's select this text and let's move it to here and let's delete this one and select the text. Let's go to Window and Mesh Composite 3 and open the starter presets, and let's open the transitions text layer, open the animate characters, and I'm gonna use this one. Let's press in and let's close the window. Let's close here and let's see the timing. Okay, we can move it to here. Let's see. Okay, select this. Let's move it to here so it will be more quick. Nice. Now it's time to make animation for cursor. Let's close this button lines for now and select this cursor. Let's press P and make position keyframe. Let's move it to here for now. Let's see the timing where we can start. Okay, let's select this cursor and make static keyframe. And let's go to somewhere to here. Let's delete this keyframe and select the cursor. And let's move it to here. And go to the middle. Let's move it like this. And select keyframes. Let's make them easy. And let's go to here. And let's move it like this so it will be more smooth. Like this, and go to the middle. Let's select this one. Okay, and go to last keyframe, select it and move it like this. Let's see here. Okay, as you can see there's a problem. So to fix that, let's hold Ctrl and let's click to this keyframe. Let's preview it again. Okay, nice. Also let's select this cursor and hold Shift, press R, make rotation keyframe and go to here. Let's change the rotation like this and go somewhere like this. Let's move it like that. Select keyframes and make them easy. Let's see. These keyframes are really fast, so select keyframes, hold out, let's move them to the right. Let's see again. Okay, maybe we can move a little bit to the left. Let's see. Nice. Now let's go here and go some keyframes. Make static keyframe for both of them. And go to 10 keyframe with holding shift and page down. And select this cursor. Let's move it to here to change the color for our product. Like this. Let's see. Okay, as you can see there is a problem. Okay, select the last 3 keyframes, right mouse, go to keyframe interpolation and change current settings to linear. Click OK. Let's see. Yeah, let's go to 2 keyframe with page down and make static keyframes again. And go to 10 keyframe. Let's change rotation of it like this. And go to 10 keyframe again. Let's copy the first keyframe, press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Also, let's go to this keyframe, select cursor, let's hold shift and press S, make scale keyframe, and go to here, middle. Let's change the scale to 95, or we can make it 93, and go to 10 keyframe again, let's make it 100. Select keyframes, make them easy. Also, let's go to the middle, and select this cursor. Let's move it a little bit to the down, and go to this keyframe. Let's copy the first keyframe, press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Let's see. Okay, it's kinda slow, so select the keyframes, hold out, let's move them to the left. Let's see. Okay, and then let's go to 10 keyframe and select this cursor. Let's move it to the right, to here. Let's see. Okay, select this position keyframe, press Ctrl C and go to somewhere to here, and let's press Ctrl V to make a little bit static keyframe. Okay, select these keyframes and let's move them to the right. Let's see. Okay, nice. Then go to here, let's make static keyframe for scale and rotation, and then let's go to 5 keyframe with page down. And let's copy these keyframes, press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. And go 5 keyframe again. And let's copy the first keyframes, press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Also, let's make static keyframe for position and go to the middle. Let's move it a little bit to the down. Let's see the full. Okay, nice. And now it's time to make a color animation for this product. So let's go to down and select the product and then go to FX presets and let's search for fill and let's double click to here and go to eyedropper. Let's select this color firstly. Okay. Actually, let's select this product and move it to the up so we can see it. And let's see the timings. Okay, let's make color keyframe and go to here. Let's use the eyedropper and select this color. Select this product and press U so we can see the color keyframes and select keyframes. Let's make them easy. Let's see. Okay, let's select the last keyframe and move it to the left. And select keyframes. Let's move them to the middle. And hold out. Let's move it to the left a little bit more. Okay, and let's go here and make static keyframe for the color and go 5 keyframe with page down. And let's use the eyedropper and select this red color. Let's see. Okay, nice. Also, let's use the same for this line. So select keyframes, let's press Ctrl C and let's go to the down. Select this line 1. Let's go a little bit like this and press Ctrl V. Let's press U and let's see it. Nice. And now let's go to here. Make static keyframe and go to 5 seconds. Let's select this cursor and move it to here. Go to the middle and let's move it to down to make it smooth. Okay, nice. Select keyframes and hold out. Let's move them to the right. And let's move this keyframe to here. Okay, it's kinda slow. Let's move it like this. Nice. Let's go to here and change the rotation like this. And go to here. Let's move the rotation like that. Let's see. Okay, select keyframes and right mouse, go to keyframe interpolation and change linear to continuous bezier. Click OK. Let's see. Okay, actually let's go to the middle and select this rotation keyframe and let's change it like this. Let's see. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Let's see now. Nice. And now let's go to here and make static keyframes again. And let's go to some keyframes and change rotation like this. And go some keyframe again. Let's copy this first keyframe, press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. And go to the middle. Let's change the scale to 90. And go to here. Let's make it 100. Also make static keyframe for position. And go to the middle. Let's move it to the down. Let's see. Okay, let's select these keyframes. Let's move them to the right. And select these 3 keyframes. Press Ctrl C and Ctrl V here to make a static keyframe. Okay, as you can see there's a problem, so select these keyframes. Right mouse, go to keyframe interpolation and change current settings to linear. Click OK. Let's see. Nice. Now let's go to the window and let's open the animation composer 3 and from here go to start precomps and let's use shape elements. Let's go to the down and let's use particle fireworks. Let's click to add and let's close it. Let's move it to the left. Okay, and press S. Let's change the scale of it and move it to here. And let's duplicate it again. Let's move it to the right and move it to here. Select these particles and move them down. Okay, maybe we can move them to here. Let's see. Or a little bit to the right. Nice. Let's go to the app and let's select this button. Okay, let's make a static keyframe and go to 10 keyframe. Let's change this both 95 and go to 10 keyframe. Let's make both of them 100. Select keyframes and hold out. Let's move them to the left. Let's see. Okay, also select this text and let's link it to button. Let's see. Maybe we can move the keyframes to the left a little bit more. Let's see now. Nice. Also, let's go here and make rotation keyframe for these rectangles. Okay, and let's go here and select this yellow, press R, and hold shift, press S. Let's make both keyframes, and let's go to thin keyframe. Let's change rotation like this, and change the scale as well. And go to thin keyframe. Let's copy the first keyframes, press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Select keyframes and make them easy, and hold out. Let's move them to the left. Let's see. Okay, maybe we can move them to the right. And select keyframes. Let's move it to the left. Let's see now. Nice. Let's copy these keyframes, press Ctrl C. And let's go here and paste for red. Let's press U so we can see the keyframes. Nice. And let's go to down. Let's select these particles. Let's press Ctrl D and move them to the up. Somewhere to here. Okay, and move them to the left. Let's move to here. Let's select this particle one. Let's zoom a little bit and press S. Let's change the scale to 15 and move it to here. Select this particle 2, press S. Let's change the scale to 15 as well and move to here. Select these particles and move it to the up. Let's see. Okay, we can move them to the right. Let's see now. Or a little bit more. Nice. Okay, now let's select this particle and let's go to fill and let's double click to here and let's paste for yellow color and click OK and copy this fill effect and let's paste for particle 2 as well. Let's see them. Let's see here. Okay, select this particle 2 and let's move it a little bit like this so it can be visible. Nice. Let's close them and select these particles. Let's duplicate them and move them to the up for the red rectangle and move them like this. Let's select them, move them to the right. Nice. Now let's select this particle and let's use eyedropper and select this color for the red one. Let's see. Okay, also select this yellow particle. Let's press Ctrl D and press S and change the scale of it a little bit and move it to here like this. Let's see. Okay, select it. Let's see. Nice. Select the red particle and let's press Ctrl D and move it to here and let's press S. Let's change the scale to 66. Let's move it to here. Okay, let's preview it. Nice, let's preview it fully. Now let's right mouse and create a new null object. And let's hold Ctrl double click to here to move the anchor point to the center. And let's rename it to controller 1. Let's close this ones. Okay, let's select all these layers except this ones and text and this cursor. Okay, and link them to controller 1. Let's select controller 1 and press P, make position keyframe and go to 7 second. Zoom a little bit and move it to the up. Select keyframes and make them easy and go to graph editor. Let's change the graph like this. Let's see. Okay, nice. Also let's go here and select this cursor, press U. Let's go some keyframes like this and make static for position and go here Let's move the cursor to the up. Select these last two keyframes, go to graph editor. Let's zoom the graph and change the graph like this. Let's see. Okay, actually we can move it to the right. And like this. Let's see. Okay, select this keyframe and move it to the right a little bit more. Nice. Let's make a static keyframe for rotation as well. And go to here and change rotation like this. Nice. Now let's go to here and select this product and let's unlink it. Okay, select this product and press R and also hold shift press S and make a static keyframe, also rotation keyframe, and go to here. Let's change the scale like this and go to here. Let's move the rotation like this to make it randomly. Okay, select keyframes and make them easies. Let's see. Nice. Now let's go to second scene and select this layers, press Ctrl X and go to here. Let's press Ctrl V. Also select this layers and link them to controller 1. Let's see. Okay, right mouse, let's create a new null object and hold Ctrl, double click to here to move the anchor point to the center and select this layers. Let's link the layers to this null object and select this null object and let's link it to controller 1. Select null object 2 and press P and move them to the down a little bit. Let's see. Okay, let's make position keyframe for it as well. Let's move it to here. And then let's move it like this. Also select this product and go to 10 keyframe. Let's change the rotation as well. And hold shift press P as well. Let's go to here. And make position keyframe and go to the last keyframe. Let's move it to here. Also change this rotation to 0. Select keyframes and make them easies. Let's see. Okay, nice. Now select this GIF card. Let's go to solo and go to pan behind and move the anchor point to here. And let's go on solo and let's select this blue box. Let's go to solo and move the anchor point to the down. And this yellow box, let's move it like this. And the red back to here and the red box and the yellow box like this. Nice. Now let's see the timing to here. Okay, let's see. Okay, nice. And select this boxes and press P, make position keyframes. Let's go to 3 keyframe, 1, 2, 3. And let's move this blue box to the up a little bit. And go to 3 keyframe again, 1, 2, 3. And select this first keyframe, press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Let's select keyframes and make them easies. Let's see. Okay, select keyframes and hold out. Let's move them a little bit to the right. Let's see. Okay, select keyframes and move them to the left. Nice. Also, let's do the same for the remaining boxes. Let's go to here and move this keyframe to here and go to 4 keyframe, 1, 2, 3, 4. And select this yellow box. Let's move it to the up and go to 4 keyframe again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's copy the first keyframe, press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Let's do the same for this red back. Let's move it to here and go 4 keyframe and move it to the up. Go 4 keyframe again. Let's copy the first keyframe, press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Let's select this back. Okay, and go 4 keyframe and move it to the up. Go 4 keyframe again. Copy the first keyframe, press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. And the last box, let's move it to here and go 4 keyframe and move it to the up and go 4 keyframe again and copy the first keyframe, press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Select keyframes and make them easies, or you can press F9 for that. Let's see. Nice. Okay, select this gift hand 2 and gift card 2. Let's link it to gift card and select this gift card. Let's go here and press R, make rotation keyframe and change rotation like this. And go to here somewhere. Let's change rotation to 0. Select keyframes and make them easies. Let's hold out and move it to the right. Let's see. Okay, maybe we can move it to the left a little bit more. Let's see. Nice. Now let's go here and select this gift hand, press P, make position keyframe, and let's copy this keyframe, press Ctrl C, and let's move it to the right. Now go to 10 keyframe and let's press Ctrl V. Select keyframes and make them easies. Let's see again. To make it more smooth, select keyframes, go to graph vector. Let's zoom the graph and change it like this. Let's see. Okay, it's kinda fast, so select last keyframe and move it to the right. Nice. Now let's go to our third scene. As you can see, it's the white box. So I'm gonna use this box. So let's right mouse here and create a new null object. And let's rename it to controller 2. And let's go to here, select this yellow box. Let's go to edit and split layer. Or you can press Ctrl Shift D. And let's unlink it for now. Now select null object 2 and let's link it to controller 2. Let's go to here and select this controller 2, press P, make position keyframe, and go to 9 seconds and move them to the left. Okay, as you can see, there is a problem, so to fix that, let's go to here and let's go to down. Let's find the product, okay, and let's go to edit and click to split layer and delete this layer. Let's see. Okay, select this null object and move it to down a little bit more. Let's preview it. Okay, select this position keyframes. Let's right mouse, go to keyframe assistant and make them easies. Also go to graph vector. Let's change the graph like this. Let's see this part. Nice. Now let's go to our third scene, select the layers, press Ctrl X, come to main composition and press Ctrl V. Let's link the layers to each other. So select this window and let's link it to car main. Select car smoke and let's link it to car main as well. And let's link this car main to this controller. Okay, let's link these layers to car main for now as well. Let's see. Also select these keyframes, let's move them a little bit to the right. Maybe a little bit more. What's the timing? Okay, we can move it to here. Okay, nice. Okay, let's select this yellow box. Let's go to here and make static keyframe for position. And go to here. Let's zoom a little bit and move it to here. Go to the middle and move it to the up. Go to first keyframe and move it like this. And go to the last keyframe. Let's select it and move it like this. Let's see. Okay, actually let's move it to the up a little bit more. And let's move this one like this. And this one like that. And go to the up. Select this gift top. And go to pan behind and move the anchor point to here. Let's go to here and press R, make rotation keyframe and change rotation like this. And go to here, let's see the timing. Okay, make static keyframe and go to 5 keyframe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and change the rotation like this. Let's make it -2 and go 3 keyframe, 1, 2, 3 and make it 1 and go 3 keyframe again Let's make it 0. Select keyframes and make them easy as. Let's see. Okay, nice. Now let's right mouse here, go to composition settings and change the duration to 15 seconds. And let's zoom a little bit. Select these layers. Let's move them to the right. Okay, nice. Now let's create a new null object. And select these wheels and let's link it to null object 4. Select this null object 4 and let's link it to controller. Let's see. Okay, nice. Also, let's go to here and select this car main, press P, make position keyframe, and go to 10 keyframe. Let's move it a little bit to the down, and go to 10 keyframe again, select the first keyframe, press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Select keyframes and make them easy as. Let's see. Okay, select keyframes and hold out, let's move them to the left. Let's see now. Or maybe a little bit more. And select keyframes, let's move them to the left. Nice. Now let's go here and make static keyframe and go to 10 keyframe. Let's move the car body to the down and go to 10 keyframe again. Let's copy the first keyframe, press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Let's see. Okay, select keyframes and hold out, let's move them to the left and select keyframes. Let's copy them and paste for loop animation. And go to last keyframe, press N. Let's see. Nice. Also make a reflection for the window. So for that, let's go to pen tool. And let's draw one line like this. And go to stroke. Let's use eyedropper and select this color. And let's make it light. And click OK. Let's open this shape layer and go to contents. Let's duplicate this shape one with Ctrl D and open the settings. Go to transform and move it to the right. And let's close it and open the stroke one. Let's change the stroke width. Let's make it 6. And let's close it. Let's duplicate this shape too and open the settings. Go to transform and move it to the right a little bit more. And let's close it. Let's move it to the down. Select this window, press Ctrl D and move it to the up. Select the shape layer and go to track matte and change it to alpha matte window 2. Actually, we can change the stroke width a little bit. Let's open the settings. Go to shape 1 and stroke 1. Let's change this one. And let's do the same for the shape 2. And for the shape 3. Nice. Okay, let's go here and select the shape layer and let's link it to window. And select the shape layer, press P, make position keyframe. And move it to the right like this. And go to 10 keyframe. Let's move it to the left. Select keyframes and make them easy as. Let's see. Okay, select last keyframe and move it to the right. Nice. And go to here, let's select these layers and go to edit and click to split layer. And let's delete them and select these layers, right mouse, let's click to pre-compose. And let's rename it to window. Click OK. Select this window and let's link it to car main. Let's open this window. Let's select this window and move it to here so it can be visible. Select this window too as well, press P and select this window, press P. Let's copy this position and paste for this one. Let's see now. Okay, nice. Let's go back to our main composition and select this window. Let's move it to here. Let's see. Nice. Select the window and let's press Ctrl D and move it to the right. Okay, and go to here. Let's click to split layer. Let's delete this part. Let's see. Okay, maybe we can change it like this so it will be more visible. Okay, and let's duplicate it one more time. And one more time. Let's preview it again fully. Okay, nice. And lastly, let's animate this car smoke. For that, I'm gonna use wave warp. Let's double click to here and change it like this. Let's see. Okay, select this car smoke. And let's change the wave speed to 0.6 and change the wave width like this and change pinning to right edge. Okay, also let's change the wave speed. Let's make it 0.6. Let's preview it again. Okay, nice. Let's preview it one more time, the last time. Nice. So guys, thanks for watching my video. Please don't forget to subscribe channel and leave a comment in my video. See you in the next videos.